Hello folks, Joey Let's Dippin' back here for another dip review. Joey Let's Dippin', 94. So I gave you guys the choice in my last video. I asked you whether you wanted me to review the Skull Mint Snooze or the Grizzly Snuff next. So now we're going to be reviewing the Skull Mint Snooze. Oh, wait a second. Fuck this shit. We're going to be reviewing the Grizzly Snuff. Where'd I put that fucker? Oh, that's right. So as I'm sure some of you know, I used to have a mini fridge in my room that I used to keep my dip fresh in, and it broke. Well, check out what I got. I got this Coca-Cola mini fridge. It's designed to hold a 6-pack of soda cans. But you can take the shelf out, and in here I have my Mountain Dew throwback. And oh look, the Grizzly! It also has a heating unit for stuff like coffee and whatnot, and the thing was only 25 bucks on Amazon. And I gotta tell you, the thing's great. That's correct, Grizzly Snuff. A lot of people ask me, well, if you do a can a day, how come you go to the store, buy 3 cans you're going to review, and then have all the reviews like 3 or 4 days apart? Well, when I get different dips, I wait till I'm at least a quarter way through the can usually, and I'll record the review. Then I'll have them sitting on the computer for a while until I feel like it's time for another review to be uploaded. So any reviews that you watch of mine, they could be today, they could be 3 days ago. You know, it just depends. Drinking my Mountain Dew throwback, very healthy, right? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. I feel it in my heart! And it's time for the second one now. No matter what anybody says, Mountain Dew Throwback is the best Mountain Dew out there. You can't deny it. Now let's get on to the Grizzly Snuff here, before I cross my fucking limit. Although the presentation does look very good, it does look very nice. I think the front here, I think they ripped off Copenhagen. Because Copenhagen's the same way with the metal color. It just seems like they were trying to copy them almost. But that aside, it looks very nice. I like the look of this can, definitely. Construction of Grizzly tins are very, very sturdy. They're very thick metal, thick plastic. A lot of people whine and bitch because they can't do the snap thing with these Grizzly tins. A lot of people, you know, you put it in your hand and you squeeze it and the ring pops out like they do with Copenhagen and Skull and whatnot. A lot of people whine and bitch that they can't do them with these. That's because it's very thick metal. The date on here is pretty good for Grizzly. For Skull or Copenhagen or anything else really, it wouldn't be. But for Grizzly, it's pretty good. It's D1, meaning April 2011. And on Grizzly, that's when it was made. That's not expiration, just so you know. A lot of my friends wonder that, and I have to explain it to them because I know everything! Let's take a whiff of the scent. Before I cracked it, I could faintly smell it on the outside. And I said, oh, that smells like Copenhagen Snuff. Then when I cracked it open, things changed quite a bit. A little bit similar to Copenhagen. It's just got a very, very odd scent. It's hard to explain what it is. A lot of Grizzlies smell harsh. They're like artificial smelling, chemically, whatever you want to call it. This isn't really that. It's just a very strong tobacco scent. It's very hard to explain. It's not a horrible scent. I don't love it, but you know, whatever. Let's pack this bitch all up in here now. So as you can or cannot see, I can never tell if you can see because I can see it in the camera. When I edit it with Windows Movie Maker, because it's a free program and it sucks, it always makes the video darker. So a lot of times you can see it when I'm recording, and then once I edit it, it just looks like a black fucking circle. Like a black hole that's gonna suck your ass in. Hasn't happened yet that I know of. I mean, if it does, please let me know. I'll give you a refund. But pretty dark brown, about a quarter left. Fine cuts, kinda hard to pack. Repack and put a little filler in there. All the other pinches I took from the can, the flavor, I really didn't care for it up until this pinch, and now this pinch, I actually like it. That's kind of odd that it just changed right now, or it just happened to. I like the flavor though. Now a while ago I made a Copenhagen Snuff review, and it was back before I used editing and whatnot, before I had the intro, and before my videos were actually good. Well, I actually think they suck, but people say they're good, so they must be good. But it was before the editing came along, before I could just randomly do this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Woo! And that, apparently. I didn't realize until I saw myself in the camera without my shirt off how bad fucking tan lines I have. I need to lay out in the fucking sun. Lay out by the pool in the sun, on a nice chair, some Mountain Dew. I'm actually going to be switching to Diet Mountain Dew because I put 3 pounds on. 3 pounds doesn't seem like a lot. I dropped 45, but a pound is enough to drive you fucking insane. Oh! Self-conscious people, when they step on the scale and it went up a pound or two, they're like, oh God, why? Enough of that. Anyways, about the Copenhagen Snuff, like what, 5 minutes ago, before all this bullshit came along. In that review, I gave the Copenhagen Snuff a 9 out of 10, I think. No, I think I gave it a 10 out of 10. Because I loved it, and I got very, very sick of it. So I wasn't sure what I was going to think of this, but people, I forget your names now, I'm sorry. A few people have requested me to do this, so I said, you know what, I might as well. The flavor's mellow. It's mellow, but it's not. It's bolder than Copenhagen, I think. But surprisingly, it doesn't have that chemically taste that a lot of Grizzlies do. It doesn't really taste like it smells. It's just easygoing, and I actually like it. Different than Cope, and these two, Copenhagen and Grizzly, are the only two Snuffs I've had. So I can't really compare it to anything. It's just kind of standalone by itself. It's pretty unique. Look at how brown this stuff makes your tongue. Look at that. That's crazy. The cut of it is fine cut. It's not quite as fine cut as Cope Snuff. Cope Snuff is like the finest cut dip I've ever had. It's pretty close, but it's a little bit longer, just a little bit. Texture of it's pretty smooth. Cope Snuff gives me a nice burn. This is just nice and mellow on the gums. It's nice and soft. Packability, since it's a little bit longer than Cope Snuff, it packs a little bit better. Now, Snuff is very difficult to pack for most people. What you really want to do is when you grab a pinch, just push it really hard against the side, and you can pick at least a decent one up. Then when you go to put it in with your 2 fingers or 3 fingers or whatever, just pull your lip down and drop it in, and pack it down with your tongue, and you'll be good to go. While you're actually dipping it, you will need to adjust it a lot more than you would a long cut dip with your tongue. If you get floaters, just pack it right down. Burn, as I already kind of said earlier, it doesn't really have one. It really doesn't. So I'm surprised by that, but that's okay, I guess. Nicotine, this is 90% US tobacco and 10% foreign tobacco. The kind of Grizzlies are different. The wintergreen's 30% foreign and 70% US, and then like the mint's 100% US. So it's just my guess that it has a little bit less nicotine than the wintergreen. Either way, I don't get a buzz out of it. Cope Snuff gives me a buzz, and Cope Whiskey gives me a buzz. Those are the only 2 dips that do. This does not. The amount of spit's okay. With Grizzly, usually you get a ton. When I first cracked the can and had the first few pinches, it was really, really juicy. And I had been switching between this and a few dips, so this has been cracked for quite a few days. So that's probably why. Originally it had a lot of spit, probably about the same as Grizzly Wintergreen. Now it's a little bit on the dry side. You still get some. It's okay. So if you get it, dip it fast, like I should have done. It is dark spit though. Lastability. With fine cut dips, they usually don't last as long as long cut does for me, but it still lasts okay. You know, if you like a nice dip that you can keep in for an hour, then Snuff's not the thing for you. This lasts about 25 minutes, which I didn't really expect it to last long since, like I said, it's Snuff. So I can't really say I'm let down by that. Compared to other dips like Copenhagen, you can keep it in for an hour. You know, yes, it's a letdown, but I was expecting it kinda, so not really. The aftertaste is mild. When you take it out, it tastes like the Snuff. It tastes like a little bit artificial though, and it will linger for a little while, so if you have that taste, just drink something like Mountain Dew, or milk, or something besides water. Now it's time for shoutouts. Cajun Tiger 616, Doomite Ash, Sig Boy OK, Super Expressit, One Bought a Torque Dipper, Ninja Dipper. Yep. Ooh, part 2. B Van Sitter 56, 5555 Bomber, Country Boy Andy, and Darcy with Mudjugs, Mudjug 1. Mudjug. Go to mudjug.com to order one. I'm currently up to 221 subscribers. Holy shit. It's amazing to me. It feels like I just made my 100 subscriber video, and my 200 subscriber video, now I'm up to 221. Thank you all the subscribers. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. A lot. Now it's on to the rating. This is a dip, for me anyways, that you'll need to dip it a little bit to like it. Now that I've dipped it quite a bit, I actually do like it. I don't love it, but I like it. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's pretty good. Try it if you'd like to try it. It's pretty good. Thank you for watching. More reviews coming soon. Take care.